Welcome back to the GE-X1. I'm the RadioMan03, and we are playing Minecraft on the Xbox One. Welcome back, everybody. Episode 54. Thanks for hanging in with me all week long as we did some caving and resource gathering and just grabbing up all the goodies, baby, all the goodies. I have finished the flumes coming off the side of the GE-X1 foundation here. Heaven and Earth had suggested perhaps doing some upside-down stairs along the edges, and I tried it, and it got a little too bulky for me, and then it blocked the water, the view of the water on the edge. And the water on the city texture pack, in this area particularly, has got that really cool turquoise color. So I kind of liked it because it's very visible, and it does add an extra color up there on the side of the building. Now, the vines, we are going to do vines along here, all across the building. I'm not going to cover it completely in vines, though. That would be, I think, would defeat the purpose of what I'm going for here. I want vines just here and there. I'm also considering doing maybe a bit of a design down the edge of the wall here and coming back up with it. Perhaps limiting it to just the rib area here. These three single posts right here. Maybe do like a slab, a couple cobblestone walls and a slab, and then stagger it down a couple, and then down a couple, and then back up the other direction. So there's a little more detail on the side of the building. I like what we have now, but I feel like it needs something in this general area right up in here. Let's go on down. I'm kind of sitting on the hillside here. I just died. Enderman, I looked at an Enderman. He was stealing dirt from me, and I was up on that cobblestone pillar just kind of looking down on the GE. And I don't know how he did it, but he got up there and knocked me off, and he killed me because, of course, we don't wear armor while we're doing construction. So a lot of these vines, some of this will be cut off. I was just checking it and seeing, but I'll have to put them up a little bit higher and stuff. And once we get the design figured out, once I feel like the outside of the structure is complete, then I'll come back and add vines here and there. Not to mention, if I had stairs on the side here, I would not be able to do the vine action very well on there. And I really like having some of the vines on there as well. Let's go up top and take a look at what we're going to be taking a look at today. I brought all the supplies back that we harvested out of that area over the last couple of videos. All those are back now into the GE-X1, so they are home sweet home. Plenty of materials. Today I want to figure out just how big of a pad we want to go with on this first floor where the pods are going to be. Now the first pod we have to build is going to come right off of here, and it's going to go straight out, and of course we're going to match up with that. This building here is actually going to take more of an oval shape, so we'll have a little empty space over here, and then we'll have a little more room for us to get in and out of the water vader and then the water chute. But it'll come up, of course, and meet up with us at this level here. Now this floor is actually going to be 3 blocks thick. You have to remember that, 3 blocks thick. Solid 3 blocks thick. So we're actually going to be up at this level here when it comes time to, completely finish this thing off. So it's a lot of block. The reason we're doing this is because if I want to, I can go ahead and take this block out right here and this block here, anywhere I want to in the room, and I can run redstone right through here. I can put a glowstone lamp in here and not have it affect the floor below. So that's the idea here. That's why we go so thick. GE-71 had the same thing. Thick floors and thick walls. That way I could carpet the top floor and have a stone ceiling on the floor below it. So that's our goal there. We're going to go 3, though. That was only... GE-71 had 2 thick floors. We're going to have 3 thick, because I think we're going to be wanting to run redstone in some of these areas. So let's go ahead and build this up and see just how much we're looking at here. It's going to be enormous. It's going to be very resource intensive, and it's going to take a long time to put together with it being 3 blocks. This is not as wide as this is going to go. My vision for this floor is we'll have square edges, of course, on the side here, on the sides, but then I like how, see how this kind of cuts across like that? We're going to do the same thing here. So let's see, this is, we've come all the way on this side as far as we can go, right? And okay, we've as far as this way too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to have even numbers up here. So that's going to be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So let's go 3 more out here and see what we come up with here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so this basically, this platform that will lead out into this direction is going to be this size. If this is what we go with here. I may make it a little bit bigger, I'm not sure. I want this building to dwarf our last series. I really do want it to dwarf it. I want this to be a massive structure. A massive structure. Let's see, is that going to be big enough for me? Let's go ahead and outline this with brick real quick and see just how big this is. I probably should have gone down and done the bottom part of this first. I'll have to do that off camera and I'll get that figured out. I would like to get this lined up. We've gone too far. Go too far. I want to get sort of this floor laid out and then kind of get the one of the sides taken care of too, like over on this side maybe, and get the angle that we want of our... We're going to do kind of a zigzag pattern, not a zigzag pattern, but an angled pattern over to it from the side. And that's how I want it to work. So let's see. Let's go out here and see just how far this goes. How big is this? And I want plenty of room up here. And another reason, the idea behind having the 3 thick floors is we're going to have sticky piston doors. Oh, I did it again. I need to face the other direction when I'm doing this. We're going to have sticky piston doors at the entranceways to these rooms. These are going to be like almost rooms off of the main GE pod area here. So there are going to be all kinds of space in here for stuff that we want to put inside this area. Maybe extra rail carts, some chests, you know, just give it that really that industrial. This is going to be a very industrial looking room too. It's the next floor above this one that is going to have more of the color added to it. Right now we're still in the portion of the building that is going to be what's the word I'm looking for? This is like a maintenance area, you know. It's pretty much a maintenance area. Let's go down here and do this, and we'll come out like so. Now I guess what I could do is I'm going to screw up our ladder here. I could leave the middle area open. I could leave this area right in here void, because this is going to become like this. This is our redstone area basically right here. This area. I could do that, and that would probably save us on some resources, but I'm fairly certain spiders will spawn in here. And we don't need that aggravation. Don't need that aggravation. So I've been kind of thinking about this floor and getting excited about it, because I am looking forward to building it. This is... Oh, I'm going to have to break out a block here just to get out to do this here. Oh, I enchanted another pick today. Got another efficiency 4 unbreaking 3 pick, which is really good news. Okay, so we do that like so, and then we just come bump, 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 like so. Maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll try to save on a little block by not filling in this middle thing, but I do believe we are going to have spiders spawning in here. But I guess if I stock myself up on torches, I should be able to light this up, and it should be okay. The other option is, I guess I could take cobblestone slabs and cobblestone slab it, and then we wouldn't have to worry about mobs spawning in there. And then where we run wiring, we'd have to break the slabs out. But I'd rather not have to break the slabs out. That doesn't seem like a very good idea to me. So right now we're putting brick down. A lot of this brick will probably come back out, because we'll come in with some kind of a carpet maybe, or with the hardened clay blocks, the stained clay. So that's always a possibility. So, you know, that is what is going to make up some of the material on top of this. But for the meantime, to kind of outline it, we are going to use the brick. Did I go all the way? No, I did not. Let's break through here. This makes sense to do it this way. I think this is going to be big. Then we're going to take a step back and take a look at it and see if we'd like the size of it. I need to get in here real quick. Like so. Just like that. I hope you guys can see what I'm picturing in my head. It's enormous. It's quite big. And we're going to have to practice some patience, because it's going to take Radio a while to build this sort of a thing. It's going to be a mighty, mighty, mighty structure. But the rewards of what we get to run around in and play in is going to be absolutely spectacular. That's what I think anyways. I am looking forward to working in the pod room. And in true radio fashion, it's going to take a while to build because I'm going to be picky about how it looks. We may go through a couple of different designs. You never know. I'm not in any hurry. This is like, you know how I am with my builds. You guys know how I am with my builds. You understand me. It takes radio a while to do things because he's picky. Let's throw just the last two torches we have down in here, like so. And let's take some of this out of here. There we go. I'll tell you what, how about if I break away? I'll get this floor placed in. I'll get this all taken care of, and then I'll come back and we'll take a step back and look at it and see if it's a good size. Welcome back. Welcome back. Did a little more work upstairs. Had to come down here and get some more supplies. Filled up our third slime chest in here with slime. Just found one inside our miner's quarters. We got a guy running around out here where he's not supposed to be. And man, we got just tons of slime coming in, rolling through here. Holy cow. Holy mackerel. This thing, now that we're back here working and I'm not over at the nether working anymore, it's just, yeah, I emptied this chest half full, so this is just from the few hours I've been on today. It is just a constant flow of slime coming through, so it's working really, really well. Sad news. These are no longer in sync again. They are flashing randomly. Golden Gamer, who's actually been with me, I think he was my first or second sub, had mentioned that the PC has the same problem, that it's really difficult to get something like this to be pulled off when it's just so much redstone, and there's so much, you know, you save, you come in, you back out, you come in, other redstone things going off in here, and it's just, you know, the game will lag a little bit and it just throws them off sync. So I'm not going to be too concerned about it. I still love the fact that they're flashing, and it's not too bad actually. It looks great. That is simply to be a warning light to let people know that is the vent. I'm growing vines up here just so we have them for the structure outside. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of those real quick so that I can get a few more growing here. If you didn't know it, the best way to harvest the vines is from the bottom. If you harvest them above the bottom row, then everything above that you don't get, or everything below that you don't get. So always harvest from the bottom up with the vines. And so I've just been kind of stockpiling these guys up a little bit too. Not a whole lot. Just here and there is where I've been doing it. Bump, bump, bump. Okay, I started working on the second platform, and that's why I had to come down here. I needed torches and some more blocks. So let's go on outside. Is it nighttime right now? It is. Let's turn it daytime so we can go out there. Otherwise, we're going to have mobs all over the place up on that platform. And that is no good. So we'll go out there and we'll take a look and see. This give me a chance to get a sip of coffee, too. Delicious. It is a Friday afternoon. Work is done for the week. Friday has to work tomorrow. Saturday. Just to do that every now and again. So tonight we'll be doing some RadioCraft. We did do RadioCraft last weekend, but I did not record because it was a lot of digging. We started work on the witch farm. So we're kind of clearing out the area for the witch farm, but I will try to do my recording this evening when everybody's on, hopefully, and get some footage over the weekend of that. And then CJ has actually made pretty good progress on his Spleef Arena too, so hopefully I can get some stuff on that this weekend. If I do, of course, I will post a RadioCraft video and we will take a look at it next week. Okay, so let's take a look here, guys. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. This, of course, is going to come up much higher and attach to the pod that comes off of this right here, okay? But the room above the GE-X1 foundation, I want it to be large, so here we are. I mean, it's looking pretty big right now. I think that's a good distance out. It's 12 blocks long and 14 blocks wide. So I think we've got a winner there. And then somewhere along this point right here, I'm going to angle across and meet up with each side. So it's going to be a continuation of sort of the round shape, but not the round shape. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm not sure what shape that's going to be. Sort of a diamond? An octagon? Hexagon? Octagon, maybe? I don't know. We'll come up here and we'll take a look and see. Chopped out a few of these blocks right here just so we can get back through. So yeah, I've got that pad started over there as well. Let's grab some dirt so we can get up here. Oh, like so. There we go. I'm going to throw a few more torches up in here just to ward off any mobs later on after the nighttime falls. There we go. Perfect. Just like so. And let's go back up here. So here is our second pad. And almost done with this one as well. Let's go ahead and get this one wrapped up. And then we'll figure out how our angle is going to go. And once I have that figured out, I can do the other two sides. And voila, we have our base for our pod floor, our pod level for the GE-X1. It's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this comes along. Something else I need to get back to work on is the nether hub. I don't like the fact that I walked away from it and the pigman farm's not done, and there's slabbing to do there, and there's work that needs to be done there as well. Quite a bit of work is still needed there, so I'm going to have to go back for a few videos here to continue work on that also. I do miss working in the nether. We have an entire rail we have to build out to the stronghold portal, so there's that, and we got to cut through a mountain for that, and we have a chunk of the fortress out there that we have not actually explored, so we have that to look forward to also. Oh, darn. I'm supposed to be putting torches down in here. Sitting here talking and not thinking. I'm a little tired this week all of a sudden. Normally on Friday afternoon, I'm like, yeehaw, I'm done for the week. But today I'm a little bit tired. It was kind of a busy week this week. Let's do that. That ought to ward off spiders. If we get any spiders in here, I'll take a look at them, but I'll find them and get rid of them and add some more torches. But I think that's going to be enough torches for us. Torches. The torches. Lovely. Oh, yes. I love this kind of building, man. It's just so easy to just slap blocks down like that. Boom, boom, boom. That's a lot of fun. All right, and we'll get rid of you. And boom, there we go. Perfect. Let's light this up. So we have nobody spawning up here. Oh, man, I look out over here, and you could just look at all the Enderman damage out here. I really wish there was a way we could turn the Enderman off to where they would not do that anymore. Because look at all the holes all over the place. I'm going to have to go out there with a couple stacks of dirt and just repair it. And then again and again and again and keep doing it. Right here, they have picked the heck out of this side of the mountain right there. And then all over the top of it and stuff. They're all over the place. So they're not even kind of a pain. They are a pain in the butt. All right, let's figure out where we want this angle to go. This is, right here, is where we're going to have our door. Now, the door is actually probably going to be up... okay, this is the floor of the pod room, okay? The pod level. This is the floor right here. So, the door, if you think about it, if the piston is sitting here, we're going to have a redstone torch here, and then this is the block, and we have redstone dust up here for the door. Okay, so then we're going to need a block or two down below. So we're actually going to, the doors, each of these sections right here, you will step up to the door. So the doors will actually probably be back in this area right here. They will be 3 high, just like they are in the rest of the GE, okay? They'll be 3 high. So then we've got, a 3 high door here. Boom, boom, boom. So imagine that being your door, okay? Actually, it would be 1 block up because we are actually going to be stepping up to the door to go into it. And then when you come out the door, you will step down into the main room here. And it'll be the same on each side here. The exact shape of the pods, I'm not too sure about. Part of me today was thinking that as each pod goes off, it should probably be relatively substantial. So if need be, we'll be able to run several different rails, like 1 rail, 2 rail, 3 rail, maybe 4 rails off each pod. You never know. This way, let's say we go out to this one here. I was thinking the iron golem farm might look kind of cool just over here on the other side of these trees, just kind of poking its head up in here. That might be kind of cool to put the iron golem farm right out there. I thought that might be a good place to hide it. And then we'll build sort of a cylindrical shape around it. leave the top open so the villagers, of course, have all that airspace coming down. But that might be an interesting place to put it. It's just kind of tucked away, just behind this first edge of trees here. Between these trees and that tall one right there. Maybe the Iron Golem farm goes right in there. Just a 2-story one. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it'll be in a reasonable distance to us where it will always be on while we're, running around the GE-X1 here. It'll always be on. But my initial thoughts now about the pods is that, okay, so let's say we do that. So we have one big pod opening here. One great big giant oval hole like we have down below in the mine. So we have one rail that runs off this way, and then we branch off with a smaller pod off this big giant tube that leads over to the Iron Golem farm. Okay? Then this one maybe runs past the jungle. There's something out there we want. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out here right now. My imagination is kind of racing. So then this one races past that and keeps going, and then it branches off into a smaller pod off the main pod. And this one does the same, this one, and so on and so forth. I don't know. What do you guys think? I guess there's actually prairie over there that we go to when we hunt. That could actually be a hunting ground. We could do a hunting ground pod where we go out, come into a little building, get out, and that's where we go out and do our cow killing and our pig killing, and that's where we find the sheep and wool, and that's where we get the horses as well. So there's a lot to think about. There's a lot to think about, and I want to try to think ahead as much as I can. A lot of mistakes made on the GE-71 to where I couldn't go back and do things because I didn't plan ahead far enough. So this time I'm trying to make sure I plan ahead far enough to be able to accommodate some of these ideas. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, so if the door is going to be here, we're going to want this to come off at least, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try it right about here. Let's try it right about there. So then we come off here like so. And we're just going to do kind of an angle all the way across to the other level here. Let's see if this lines up right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like so. That's how that works. Okay. So we come off like that. This is going to be the bricks. Actually, what we'll do is we'll take this. This should be a brick right here. So let's get our dirt back here real quick. Thinking it through. We're going to get rid of this row of dirt right here and replace it with the bricks. Like so. Okay. This is going to make up the rest of our building here. The floor. These this particular wall is not going to be very useful for constructing anything out of, but look at the awesome windows we could have here, right? We could have some nice windows. We could have, who knows? I don't know yet. That's just it. I don't know exactly what else I could put up here. I mean, any ideas you guys have got as to what could go on the pod level, let me know. But right now we're going to have, it's going to be very industrial, and like I said, the 3 high doors and stuff will be in here, so it's going to have all that going for it. So that's going to be really cool. Let's do that right there. I'm going to have to go back down again underneath here and do the 3 high thing again because I'm not thinking ahead. See, that's what I mean by thinking ahead. You really got to, you really have to do that. It's very important. It's very important to think ahead. Anyways, I can do that on my own, but that's kind of the idea here is we do this like so and like so, like that. And then that goes all the way across here. I think that's going to be good. That's a very sizable room. I mean, look at the spans we have here, all the way over to there, and here. We have our beacons, so of course we can traverse this area very quickly. We're not going to be moving slowly through here, so that's nice. And then all this will be covered up. But although it's covered up, what I am going to do is once I get this all covered up is I'm going to come back in from underneath here and go up underneath here and do some decor work on the bottom side of the structure so that when we're down below looking up, it's got, I don't know, maybe some girders. We're going to have these water troughs going across here that I've got just the short water thing right now. We'll do something like that. So that'll be very visible from underneath. So that if we're ever inside the area, anywhere down in here, you'll, of course, be able to look up and you'll see, you know, structure above you and things like that. You got to look at all angles. All angles have to be looked at. It has to look good from each angle, at least in my eyes, it has to. So I tell you what, let me go ahead and get... I'm going to try to get this taken care of right here. Let's get this chunk here, right through here, taken care of and filled in. And then we're going to take a step out there and we'll take a look at it. So stick around. I will be right back. Ah, yes. The sun, she's a-rising on yet another fine, fine Minecraft day. It's going to be jumbo, guys. It is going to be jumbo. Just huge. I am looking so forward to seeing this bad boy, this big mighty girl up into the sky here. Let's take a jump down, and we'll go over to the shoreline there and take a look and see if we've got this lined up right. Yoo-hoo! Thank God I did not hit a lily pad. Would the lily pad break, or would I just die? Probably die, huh? Oh boy, that's cool, huh? That looks good. That looks good. Gosh, I'm wondering if we can come out a little bit further even. No. We don't want it to be too much. This is going to be like, this is the foundation, okay? This is the foundation of the GE-X1. Not to mention we've got all that strength underneath, all that stone and that stonework going on down there. Just checking behind me here. This also is going to be very solid looking, very solid. So that adds equal foundation. Now the next level is actually going to be circular and oval. Oval on the edge. No, curved on the edges and then round. Okay, what is that? Sort of a donut shape. A donut shape. That's going to go on that's the second floor, and that's what we're going to put our farms in. And I've got the design. Heaven and Earth sent me a really good, I guess I want to say, a location to go to that will help me build something like that, because I've never built that shape before, but it's step by step, level by level, so I think that's going to work out really good for us. Let's pillar up a little bit and see, let's see how that looks. Let's go back a little bit further, so we're not breaking our necks here looking at it. Oh, can't have that. That's just ugly. Please don't do that. There we go. Get that tree some solid ground. This one too. What the heck, Enderman? Leave my world alone. Let's go on up and take a look. Oh yeah, that looks great. That looks great. Okay, so now we've got this really cool shape going all the way around. The walls themselves are going to have to be, let's see, the doors are 3 high. That's 3. They're going to be 1 off the floor. That's 4, 5, 6. I'm thinking probably 7 blocks to be safe. So we're going to have to go up 7 blocks from that floor right there, the very top level of that. 7 blocks up, and then we can cap it, and we'll have our big room. Now on the outside here, like I mentioned, we're going to have some design on the wall here, on the wall that comes down and back up again. We need something there. There just has to be something there. There has to be. And we're also going to run some daylight sensor lighting off the side here that comes out, straight out from there at an angle. And then we'll have a cluster of redstone lamps, so the daylight sensors will trigger, and it'll turn those lights on, sort of just like night lights on each of these corners, on each side like that, underneath the structure itself and the body. So those will be really cool. They'll light up at night, and it'll give it a really cool glow up underneath the body of the building there. Okay, and then we'll have this floor that goes up, and then the next floor goes up. Probably, I'm looking at what, right about there would be the next floor, up on that level there, and then that one's going to travel up a good 6, 7 blocks, and then we'll have another floor up on that. We'll probably be at cloud level by the time we're done with the GE-X1. I don't want to go, of course, above the clouds, because then you've got clouds rolling through your top floor. So we'll try not to do that. But yeah, we have got a great start on the GE-X1, definitely. So what I'm going to do for the rest of my afternoon here is I'm going to finish off the floor, get it all installed all the way around. And if I've got time, I want to get the walls put up as well. And then next episode, I think what we're going to do is we're going to work on getting this pod out to here, out to our water vators, and get this installed right here. Get this installed. This needs to be done. This is going to change shape. It's not going to be square. It's going to be kind of an oval shape, like the Nether Hub. It's going to be that sort of a shape, kind of like a Twinkie. Twinkie. A Twinkie. So kind of Twinkie shaped, and it'll come up and then attach to the pod, and we'll be able to ride out to our water vator. Yeah, that's what we're going to do there. All right. So much to do. Oh, I didn't notice if you guys noticed this too, but I did the upside down right side upstairs, right above the water exits. Looks really good up there. Just a little bit of design up underneath the building there too, so that looks nice. I like that. Okay, guys, I think that's going to wrap up the video. Just a little picture this, if you will, and a little construction as well. I think you can see where the next floor is going, and we'll, of course, have more progress done on the next episode. If you've got ideas, throw them at me. As always, throw them at me, all of you. I'm the RadioMan03. I so much appreciate your time. I hope you have an awesome, fantastic, superb day, and I will talk to you again next time.